Hi, good night, everyone. How are you going? Put an 8 in the chat. Let me see. Can you guys hear me? Let me know if you're able to hear this audio. Excellent. So put some 8 in the chat. Welcome. Good night, everyone. I hope you had a great day. Tonight, we're going to be talking about a project called Meta Bounty Hunters. And as a project owner for this project, I own about 10 NFTs. I want to tell you it's been an exciting journey in this space, and we're going to share with you how it's performing, but more importantly, we're also going to share with you what's happening in season 1 and season 2. Before we get started, let me tell you my name. My name is Kathleen Allen, and I live in Trinidad and Tobago, worked in corporate all my life, particularly in the industry of oil and gas. And what I can say is this, I got introduced to Meta Bounty Hunters in February, and since then it's been a game changer for me and for other members of the team who are also part of this project. So there are people still coming in. We're going to have the recording so they can catch up, but I want to congratulate you for getting on the call, and I want to share with you what we're doing in this space here with this project called Meta Bounty Hunters. So without further ado, let's get going. So tonight we're going to talk about Meta Bounty Hunters and NFTs. But one of the important things we want to make sure you understand is that NFTs are risky and we can't make any guarantees. Only risk what you're willing to lose, and that's important. It's important that you understand this. And here's what. This is not financial advice. Guys, I am not an educator in this space. I am someone just like you who actually got involved in this project, and I'm going to share with you how it's doing. And season 2 is coming out. It's launching on the 15th of October, and the information that we share could change. There's an AMA with the founders on October 6th, and we'll get a lot more information there. Now, if you're like me, back in February, I was wondering, what are NFTs? I didn't know what an NFT was just about 6 months ago, and I'm going to share with you here a definition. By definition, an NFT, or a non-fungible token, is a unit of data stored on the blockchain that certifies that the digital asset is unique, and the uniqueness is important, and the ownership of that asset. Those are two of the key things. But what's important is that this asset can now be sold and traded on the blockchain. So you can use NFT for any digital assets like images, videos, audios, and other digital files. And you'll actually see the music industry is going through evolution because of this. You're seeing singers using NFTs to launch their albums. So each NFT is unique, and that's important. You know, when you think about fungible, like the dollar note, every dollar note is the same. That's fungible. Non-fungible mean that each one of these digital assets are unique from others, and you can trade it, you can track it, and you can prove ownership. NFTs can also be used for physical assets. So we're going to see a little bit about that as I go through some examples. And you can use it to track and represent authenticity. And that's important. And this is where the technology of NFTs are going to evolve. And it's an exciting space to be in. And there are some few facts about NFTs. So the first NFT was created in 2014. And if you're like me, the first time I'm hearing about it is in 2022. But the beauty of it is that this market is still getting going. So $41 billion of crypto was spent on NFTs in 2021. And the projection that I saw on the internet was that in 2025, it could be about $80 billion. So this is an industry that's growing. It's technology that's going to revolutionize the space. Now, over 50% of NFT sales recorded were less than $200. And I just want to point out, you'll see that at the top of the slide, it says Elevate. All this information that I have here today, we actually got from one of our educators in the Elevate space. So just to pause, Elevate is an education platform teaching you Forex, NFTs, and cryptos. So there's a fantastic session that we had this morning that the person who invited you to this call can share with you. So you're going to get more information, but I'm just giving you a few quick sound bites on an NFT and why NFTs. So Eminem sold his first NFT for $1.78 million. And you see that Twitter, Jack Dorsey, the founder of Twitter, sold his first tweet for 2.9. So digital assets that have value because why? Because the buyers and sellers of collectibles, and individuals want this asset. So that's what's driving the value for the different digital assets that you will see being sold in this space. 23% of millennials in the US collect NFTs. Now, I am by no means a millennial, but what I'll say is this. If you also talk to Gen Z, the 15-year-olds as well, they're very much into NFTs because they understand what's happening in this space. Now, for me, having crossed the millennial boundary a while ago, I will tell you this. I was really fortunate that I was part of a team that actually got into this space, or else we would have missed out on this fantastic opportunity. So an estimated 250,000 people trade NFTs each month at Opensea. And I'll actually, during the presentation, I'll mix it up a bit. I'll skip to some websites and show you. And the most expensive NFT sold for 91.8 million in December 2021. And this is it. It looks like a picture of the moon, but this is it. And again, as I said, the value is because of the buyers and sellers and demand. And somebody wanted this and was willing to pay 91.8 million in December. And it's sold as an NFT. We also have NFTs in property. Someone just bought a house in Florida for 653,000 through an NFT sale. Remember, it tracks authenticity, it's unique, it can be traded on the blockchain. And this is one of the spaces where they're saying that the NFT technology, which is really, really important, is going to play a big part in how we do things in the future. Now, I will tell you this, back in February, I knew nothing about NFTs. And I saw this quote on the class today, and it said, the most expensive commodity you can have in today's society is a closed mind. And that really hit me. And you know why? Because we've lived in the most exciting time. I'm old enough to remember when the phone was a rotary phone. And some of you in this room might understand that. But we've lived through an evolution to smartphones. We've lived through the social media evolution, the rise of Amazon, and we've seen all these things. But for some reason or the other, when they're now starting, and when there's an opportunity for us to move into that space and capitalize, we don't see it. And I can tell you this, and a lot of time that brings regret. And a couple of years ago, I was looking back at my life and my financials and saying, okay, what could I have done different? Because I realized I'd missed out on a lot of the big tech and financial opportunities in that space. The Amazons, the Facebooks, the Googles. I didn't understand their vision. I didn't understand their business model. I didn't understand a lot of it. But here's what I've recognized now is I can't have a closed mind. I've seen the what ifs. I've seen what if I had gotten involved in Bitcoin at $100 when I saw it. And I've also recognized two things. If you don't know about something, you know what? Get with other people who know more than you. And that's so powerful. People who are in this space and know more than you, and listen to them and follow their advice. And what you will see in this NFT space is that mainstream is getting into NFT. You see Apple, Meta, or formerly Facebook, they're getting into the NFT space. And a lot of companies, I think Starbucks recently got into an NFT space with a loyalty program. And I think they're calling their NFTs journey stamps. So there's a lot of applications. But tonight we're here to talk about Meta Bounty Huntress. And we're here to share with you why we're so excited about this project. Now, our founder in this space is a man known as Mr. Holton Bugs. He's the greatest of all times. He is a billionaire. And he's a man who was looking for a way, how could he harness the power of what was happening in this space and help us capitalize. And I was fortunate to be part of his community. So being part of his community before, I would have gotten access to the whitelist. And I can tell you this, sitting in Trinidad, that's hard to do. What did Holton do? Holton got together with some founders in the crypto space and in the NFT space, gentlemen who know more than us. And what he did is launch Meta Bounty Hunters. So Meta Bounty Hunters was our first foray into the NFT space. And it launched in February, and 8,888 NFTs were minted in 30 days. 30 days at a price of $2,000 or 0.65 Ethereum. So in total, the founders would have collected 17.7 million. But most NFTs, if based on what we've read, most NFTs, you sell them to make money. You see, NFTs, you buy them low, you hope to get in on the whitelist, and you buy it at a low price, and you hope that the project goes up, the supply and the demand, and it pushes the project up, and then you can capitalize in this space. That's how you make money on most NFTs. But Holton doesn't do things like most people. He wanted to change the script. And what did he do? He said, well, what if we launch an NFT where you can get paid to keep them? And that's Meta Bounty Hunters. So you see, Holton Bugs had access to liquidity pool. And this liquidity pool pays yields weekly, monthly, daily. And what they decided to do, they made a choice to give back to the community, to give back to the holders of the NFT, to give back 85% or 1,700 and put it into the liquidity pool. So they made that choice to put that into the liquidity pool. And guess what? So for 6 weeks, it stayed in the liquidity pool, starting to heat up and trade. And then every week after that, starting the 30th of March, we started to get paid roughly 1 to 3% Ethereum per week. And that has been a game changer in the NFT space, because now I'm not only benefiting, and I'll show you how the asset value is growing, but I'll also show you how much I'm making in that space. That's been a game changer, earning 1 to 3% a week. And I'll tell you this, as an individual who had most of my money in the traditional space, where I was earning 1 to 3% per annum, this is a game changer because you have 52 weeks in a per annum. So you can calculate what it could look like getting paid the same money you get paid per annum, getting paid weekly. That has been a game changer for me and for all MBH holders, and some of them are in this room here. We get paid direct reflections, and that's what they call it. The payments that they make are called reflections, and we get paid direct reflections and affiliate reflections as well. For building the community, the power of an NFT is the power of the community. So our community has, I think, over 20,000 people in it. And for building that, for everyone who buys an NFT, you get paid for helping to do the work of building the community. But that's not the only benefit of our MBH. You know, when you're getting into an NFT project, you want to look for the utility. What's the real world utility? So we get paid weekly reflections. We get access to future projects, and I'll show you a bit of that. And we also get access to collaborative projects. The beauty of this is now in this space, by being part of MBH, you get access to other projects and you can choose which projects you want to put your money in. And that's important. So now that we're navigating this new space of NFT and metaverse, because you want to be part of a community that's helping you and bringing projects to your doorsteps, which you can do your research on and decide whether you want to be part of those projects or not. But one of the things they're also trying to do is actually engage these projects and get most of them to pay us out reflections as well. We also get free education, which is fantastic for someone who knew nothing about NFTs. I hope you think that what I've shared with you so far will show you what some of that free education has done. And there's also play to earn that they're working on, but that's a work in progress. So what I'm going to do now is actually flip to my Meta Bounty Hunters and show you a little bit of how the project's doing. So remember, this is Opensea. So Opensea is like the eBay for NFTs. You can find all the NFTs here, but tonight I'm going to focus on Meta Bounty Hunters. And you can see here, the floor price at which it's selling is 2.3 Ethereum. So let me just pull up a calculator here so you can understand. Remember we said we bought it at about 0.65 Ethereum. So if you look at that, you take 2.3 Ethereum. Now Ethereum has been falling, as you know, and the beauty of it is here, 1,300. But one of the things that's held is the value of the project has held. So it's gone from 2,000 to 3,000 US. So the value of the project or my asset has actually increased, and that's just within 6 months. This project was only launched in February, and already it's appreciated in value. And the beauty of this is that there have been some rough times in the crypto space. There have been some rough times for Ethereum, but guess what? The project has held its value. And not only that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up my MetaMask wallet. And this MetaMask wallet, this is how we navigate this space of NFTs. And I'm going to open up my MetaMask wallet and actually share with you exactly how we're doing, how I'm doing in this space. So, they call it social proof. I'm going to share with you how we're doing. So let's just give it a little while to open up. But you can see here, I'm going to connect my wallet to Meta Bounty Huntress website. This is what I do. Remember I said we get paid weekly? Well, all I do every week, we get paid every Thursday, is I come in, I connect my wallet. And once my wallet is connected, there you see, I can show you a couple things. I told you I had 10 Meta Bounty Hunters. And let me tell you this. When I first started this project, my goal was just to buy 1 or 2. But because I know Mr. Bucks, and I also understood that once the sale was closed, the ability to buy, I would have to go on Opensea and pay, as you can see, $3,000. So for the 30 days it was open, every week I bought a couple more and a couple more. And that's how I ended up with 10. Because, I was just so excited about this project, but I also understood what Mr. Bucks does. He does nothing by half measure. He is a genius. And I wanted to make sure that I had enough so that I could benefit from this. So you can see here, I'm going to click on reflections. You can see 7.69 for my direct reflections and 1.559. Let's add that up and you will see how much reflections I've made. And this is a project that started to pay out 6 weeks after minting. So if you count it, it's roughly been paying out for 5 to 6 months now. 7.691, add 1.559. That's 9.25 Ethereum. And if you just take a look at what the price of Ethereum is now, obviously I would have cashed in some of my money at the higher price. But if you just take a look at the price of Ethereum right now at 1310, I think when I came on the call earlier. So that's $12,000, 12,000 US, roughly. And the beauty of this project, as someone points out, you get 2 bites of the apple. Because I'm being paid in Ethereum, and Ethereum is expected to rise in the long run, I could actually hold my Ethereum payout. I don't have to cash it out. And I could benefit as Ethereum rises. And one of the things I would say, this project has been through, let's say, the sell-off in crypto. When crypto was selling off, when Ethereum was falling, I was actually getting paid more Ethereum. I want you to digest that. So this project has also proven that it can actually be more beneficial during the tough times. I was able to get paid more, and all I need to do now is hold that Ethereum and wait for ETH to go up. So these are my NFTs. So you see 12.1. And let me see if my internet is going to work tonight. So I'm going to claim my Ethereum. I did not claim for the last 2 weeks. So you see I made 0.766 in the last couple of weeks. So all I do to claim my money and get it into my wallet is to go on, click claim on the same website. And as I said, let's see, the MetaMask is working. It's going to run for a little bit. And then I'm going to be able to connect to the wallet and claim my Ethereum. And that's what I do roughly every Thursday, or sometimes I leave it for a couple of weeks to run. And that's it. Click confirm. It's going to take a few seconds to run. Let me just take a little bit of water and we'll come back. And since congratulations, reward successfully claimed, please check your wallet. And when I go to my wallet, I will see the extra funds. And that's the power of it. You would have seen that I would have had 3.1 before this, now 3.9. That's all I do. That's how I collect my money. And everyone who's in this project, that's what we do every Thursday. Some people leave their money there for a couple of periods and then you collect it. I guess you pay less gas fees if you do that. So we are very excited by how this project has performed. I'm not giving investment advice here, but I've put money into other projects. I've never received such payouts in 6 months into the project. And it's easy just to go and click and claim my money, as you could have seen right here from that demonstration. So why are we sharing all this information with you? when all the NFTs are sold out? Well, let me just share with you. Season 2 is coming. And season 2 is going to be the Meta Bounty Huntress. And we are very excited by what's coming. It's going to be around 8,888. Now, all of this information is going to be confirmed on the AMA, but it's coming, and the launch is going to be on October 15th. So we don't have much time if you want to get involved. Now, I want to tell you this. When I got involved in season 1, it was the same timing. I got onto the whitelist and I was able to buy roughly within 2 weeks. So you're not too late to the dance. But the important thing is to understand this. This is an invite-only project. So getting access to the whitelist is very critical. And I can tell you, I think I mentioned it earlier, sitting here in Trinidad, it's not easy to get onto NFT Project's whitelist. But not only when you get into this project will you get access to season 2, but you will get access to other collaborative projects. I've actually in about 3 other projects. I'm in the Meta Lab Agent. That's an NFT that also pays out. I'm in Flex Watches and Dream Cards. So, and there are quite a few other projects that I had to say, okay, not now, because you have so many projects that you can choose from. This is something I didn't have access to before. And the beauty of this, I'm also in the Meta Bounty Hunters iconic project. So you see when I was showing you how much I made from the NFTs, I was actually able to take some of that and put it into iconics. The iconic project is going to pay out on October 6th. So literally in less than a week, you're going to see the income from my NFTs going up. And that's the beauty of it. Having other projects now, I can grow my NFT income from roughly 2,000 a month to 3,000 and so on and so on. And that's the beauty of getting into these projects. Now, Meta Bounty Huntress, as you can see, it's launching on the 15th. And guess what? First phase, the Elite Squadron, which I'm part of, we're going to get first phase access and we're going to get a 15% discount. The Meta Bounty Huntress is going to cost $2,500. So at 15% off, I'm going to spend $2,125 on a Meta Bounty Huntress. And I'm hoping to pick up at least 3 or maybe 4 Meta Bounty Huntress. But that's all. In 2 months, it's going to pay out reflections. Once the minting is closed, it pays out 2 months after. This project is going to pay out monthly as opposed to weekly. That's possibly going to give it a little bit more time for it to compound. But here's what I love. The fact that I'm getting a 15% discount. Now, for individuals who have a Meta Bounty Hunter or an MLA holder, they get to mint after us, and that price is going to be $2,500. And for those of you who don't have any, you get to mint in the public mint. But what I'm here to tell you is we have a game plan, and if you get back to the person who invited you, they're going to tell you what our game plan is, because we think this project is going to sell out. This project is going to sell out with or without you. Why? Because the excitement in the groups. I know there are people who missed out on Meta Bounty Hunters, and they are determined to get into this project. So you don't want to miss out on your opportunity to get into this project. So I'm just saying that so that you understand that what's going on in this space is going to be a project that's going to sell out. So you have a limited time to get back to the person who invited you, and they'll share with you our game plan. We're going to help you. We're going to help you get started. We're going to help you get verified. It's really easy to get verified on the platform, how to set up a MetaMask wallet. You're not going to do any of this on your own because we didn't. And I just want to share with you here, if you can see my screen.
Thank you all so much for tuning into my first ever mix for 2021.
All right, so you can see here the Meta Bounty Huntress project, which is actually going to be launching. And we are very excited about this project. Okay, so get back to the person who invited you. They'll tell you our game plan, and we'll help you get access to this project and get to be part of the Meta Bounty Hunters community. And I'm actually going to just show you a quick glimpse of the community here. So on Discord, this is the Meta Bounty Hunter community. You can get verified and get access for free to the platform, get into the general chat, ask questions, get a feel for the room. And that's the beauty of it. So getting verified takes about 15 minutes, and we are equipped to help you do that. You can come into the holders chat. You will see people chatting, talking about getting their reflections. And, you know, everybody's happy on reflection day. So you can see people just chatting and sharing because they're happy. And these are some of the other projects that I'm into. These are the other collaborative projects that we got in because of Meta Bounty Huntress. This is an invite-only community, and guys, I am telling you this. Sitting here in Trinidad, I know and I appreciate what I've gotten access here to. So hopefully you get back to the person who invited you, tell them thanks for inviting you, and let them know you may want some more information. Get your hands on the presentation from this morning. It's going to explain to you a lot more about NFTs, but come on board and we'll help you earn in this space. So let me stop the recording now.